Heel. During state standards obedience, they have to walk with the dog at a heel, obviously, on their left side with verbal control only. There are changes of pace. There are multiple turns. During this whole time, they have to have the dog under some form of verbal, not physical control, as you see them demonstrating here. Also during this time, they are to put their dog in a stay position, either in a sit or down, move a distance away, which they're demonstrating now. From there, they are to have the dog change position and then recall the dog to their position. Complete. And that's very important for these dogs. When these dogs do hit the street, they're not performing in a training environment. They're performing out in the real world where they may have to crawl through a tunnel, for instance. At some point, they may come across having to jump over a broad area, such as a canal or something like that, where we have the broad jump to simulate that type of environment. What we try to do in a training controlled environment is expose them to these situations and make it rewarding. Dogs learn in pictures. That's kind of a famous saying among all trainers. Dog learns in pictures. We have to show them a picture that we know they can be successful first. Again, just tell them, hey, you need to jump over this. We need to show them that it's rewarding to jump over, for instance, slotted fences, brick walls, or through a window, something that they may see out in the real world. Officer Sissel throwing that toy around and making this a fun game. A dog that wants to perform these tasks is going to be much more reliable, which is our ultimate goal. One thing that we have in the A-frame here simulates one of the multiple 6-foot fences that we come out to. When we're tracking, if the bad guy goes over a 6-foot fence, we go over a 6-foot fence. If they go over 10 6-foot fences, we look for a gate. Officer Zach Sissel, K-9 Ruger. Process, part of their certification process. I think you'll agree, I saw the warm-up. It looks pretty sharp, and it certainly does make the dogs look 100% just on the money.
The one one's going on which one doesn't. Oh, he let it go.
tug-of-war game that they do with that other guy. So recall is a particularly difficult obedience command to teach in this environment. And now, just so that Matt can relieve a little bit of that stress, that stressful time of having to come back with Matt running away, part of the process is an apprehension, a straight attack apprehension. During the apprehension phase, at some point, the handler is to call the dog off of the suspect. And then conduct a pat down so that they have control of the dog in this environment. Officer Jason Talby and K-9 Mac.
Probably sound effects. Oh, no.
Deputy Demundo, K-9 Open, taking
Did
cover.
he just lose his gun?
Target fire.
Oh yeah, they dropped his gun.
Positions under fire. Recalling the dog. Looks like our bad guy might be out of ammo. He might be making a break for it. Deputy Claudio Demundo, K-9 Oden, everybody. Anything like that. We're just going to have Sergeant Corlett call K-9 Chuck back and have Jeff come out.
It's coming back again. He's probably gonna land out here.
I think he's made his decision. Randy, just go ahead and pull him back. No, Jeff, don't open the door. No, he doesn't have any equipment, Randy. Oh my God. Did we call paramedics for this? Oh my goodness. Normally we would allow them a chance to surrender. Decoys that don't have any equipment, there's no equipment associated with that. And you'll see here what they're going to demonstrate with the soccer ball, the little soccer ball exercise that we do. Very beginning exercise where the dogs are so focused on the prey that they stop thinking about the muzzle that's constricting their face. This becomes a very haphazard exercise because the ball has a tendency to end up on the far side of the field. We were going to use little soccer balls, but it's so unmanageable when the dogs really get going. You see that the dogs are not thinking. You might have seen them digging at their muzzles to start, but now they're not even thinking about that. They're strictly concerned with that prey. That prey drive is part of what we select them for, and then we translate that into playing our little law enforcement games where they're tracking and catching human beings for us. Another area where we can use this is dogs. Obviously, we buy very high drive alpha male type dogs. You've probably heard that term before. But here the dogs aren't concerned with other dogs or the other handlers even. Strictly that prey object, which is the ball. And then once the guys wrap up this little mishmash soccer game here with Pele 1, 2, and 3. Thank you, guys. Tommy Wynn and K-9 Dobies from the Tarpon Springs Police Department give us, because the dog's nails can still scratch us. And then Officer Tommy Wynn and K-9 Dobies are going to stop out with this suspicious hockey fan.
He turns lights off. He must have the poppers.
Always make sure your doors are unlocked. So even with that restriction of the muzzle, now Jake has become the soccer ball. And it looks like K-9 Dobies is having a fine time. Once they become a little seasoned on the street, get the idea of what they're doing, that's when we put the second detector on them, which is a separate 2-month school of just training for that. Now, because of the crowd, we ran into a little bit of an issue. Apparently, we're not allowed to have explosive material out, so we're not actually going to find something out here today. We weren't allowed to bring that material out. Apparently, the school board had a problem with that. I don't know what the big deal is, but what you'll see in this search pattern is basically what our detectors would do on a view. Paul, there's nothing on that car. Do we have anybody rated for this? I don't know. Is there anybody? Bobby, didn't you used to do something with explosives? You used to blow stuff up in your backyard. Deputy Bobby Cahoon from the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office. I don't know that he's necessarily rated through ATF to handle this, but I know he likes to blow stuff up. So he's probably our most experienced guy. Bobby doesn't seem convinced. He says this happens a lot with K-9 Jaeger. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure exactly. What you got there, Bobby? Cocaine? Come on, Paul. You're better than this.
Flashbang.
Maybe not. Deputy Bobby Cahoon, Deputy Paul Martin, K-9 Jaeger. Is it that stolen bicycle? No, I thought Joe was doing this. I think Chris, that's Joe's call. Chris, buddy, that's Joe's call. No, you're not.
Uh-oh.
Well, I guess make a wish, and whoever gets the bigger half is the one who gets the collar. Rough day to be a decoy out here. Officer Chris Cooper, K-9 Nero from safety. We've got just every cop in the county here, basically. I'll put my Pinellas Park K-9 handlers on this car, obviously. Figure out why they're interrupting my demo. So we do go after bad guys, like our pursuit here. Sometimes multiple bad guys. The summertime, with the way the dogs heat up in the summertime, sometimes we have to use multiple dogs. Hopefully we can get this to an end so we can continue with the show.
This is Sheriff Buford T. Johnson. I'm in pursuit of a black trans man. He's all mine, so stay out of the way.
That's Officer Cassidy Perry and K-9 Willow from the Pinellas Park Police Department right here.
Are we going to do what they say can be done?
There's somebody else in the car though. Oh, Officer Josh Pringle, K-9 Nico. What are you going to do with the third guy though? Hey, you guys are out of dogs.
That's Weaver.
Officer Jeff Rogers from Largo Police Department stowed away in the trunk of the Pinellas Park Cruiser his K-9 Fritz.
Weaver was the only Pinellas Park one left.
Are you sure you're supposed to be here? Look out behind you, miss. Wait a minute, wait a minute. That's K-9 Odin. I recognize him. I don't know who that lady is.
I'm sexy.
I thought I recognized those legs.
I'm sexy. Check it out. Check it out.
Deputy Claudio DeMundo in disguise. We call that undercover work. And K-9 Odin, again, the Sheriff's Office newest dog team. This other side of St. Pete, I guess this is kind of common. Yet another pursuit enters the K-9 demonstration area.
This guy would have given up by now.
That's the problem, obviously, because I've seen that Not many pursuits are done to music, but if it fits. I see
Here comes the eagle.
overhead. I mean, we must have something going on here. Our Sheriff's Office helicopter's involved in whatever is occurring here, so. Deputy Krager, I'm familiar with him. I'm not sure exactly what's happening. Whoa. Unfortunately for this, everybody is busy with the K-9 demonstration. I don't know that Deputy Krager has much backup. Looks like Deputy Krager might be hit. I don't think we have anybody to back him up.